Hey there, folklore enthusiasts. Today, I'm diving into the spine-chilling world of America's devil's chairs. Imagine walking through an old cemetery and you stumble upon an eerie, weather-worn chair. Creepy, right? Well, these aren't just any old chairs, they're steeped in legend and superstition. In the 19th century, cemeteries were designed like parks. People would actually picnic among the tombstones. To make these visits more comfortable, they added mourning chairs, beautifully carved stone seats where visitors could sit and reflect. But over time, these chairs took on a more sinister reputation. Legends say that if you dare to sit in one at midnight, the devil himself might just pay you a visit. In some tales, he whispers dark secrets or curses you with misfortune. Other stories claim you'll see ghostly apparitions or be haunted by restless spirits. Chilling, huh? Take the Devil's Chair in Casadaga, Florida. Local law warns that anyone brave enough to sit in it alone at night will be granted a wish, but at a terrible price. Or the one in Alma, Kansas, where it's said that those who sit in it will face a tragic fate within a year. These legends are a fascinating blend of history and superstition, reminding us how the past continues to haunt the present. So next time you're wandering through an old cemetery, keep an eye out for a devil's chair. Would you dare to sit in one?
How you doing? Today we're in front of Lake Helen, Casadaga Cemetery. This cemetery was built in the early 1800s. And today before we go in here, we're gonna say a little prayer. That's why I have this paper, just to let you know I have this paper with my prayers and as well as some questions I'll be asking in there. Now follow me guys as we walk towards the devil chair.
While the stone chair was built for Mr. Thatcher's wife and daughter who died. It was not an ordinary chair. This chair was a vessel for grief. It was crafted from the stone of his shattered heart. Mr. Thatcher had someone to build this chair to mourn. His wife and daughter were gone, taken too soon in a fire that consumed their home. The year was 1926, a cold November night. The fire started small, a spark, an ember, unseen, unnoticed. Then it grew hungry, devouring everything in its path. Mr. Thatcher wasn't home. He returned to ashes and the unbearable silence of absence. His wife, her laughter silenced. His daughter, her toys turned to ash. No one remembers Mr. Thatcher's first name. It died with his family, lost in the fire, consumed by grief. He became a ghost, haunting the town. He was simply Mr. Thatcher, the man who had lost everything, the man who had someone to build a chair to mourn, a monument to his sorrow. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. Mr. Thatcher spent his life in the mourning chair, rocking back and forth, back and forth. He would sit there for hours, seeing only flames and shadows. He never spoke of that night. He never spoke of his family. His silence spoke volumes. He died in that chair, just as he lived, alone with his grief. Mr. Thatcher, a man defined by loss, his story a reminder of the devastating power of grief.
Right now I'm in front of the devil chair, as you can see. Now don't get it confused with these other chairs here. This is actually the real devil chair. And the way you could tell is, see, Thatcher's wife had died in the fire, which is her grave right here, her tombstone, as you can see. Mary E. Thatcher. And as you can see on this tombstone, the tombstone was never finished. It doesn't have a date of the year that she died. Even though the daughter right here, E.T. P. Thatcher, died in 1926. They died at the same time in a fire, in a house fire. But yet, this one is unfinished for some reason, some odd reason. Now, if you look across as well, is the other chair, the other mourning chair for the other Thatchers. We'll go over that later. And there's another chair by the Clarks, I believe, over there. But don't get it confused, because this right here is where the devil chair resides.
The air is thick, heavy, you can feel it. Something isn't right. This is Lake Helen, Casadaga Cemetery, a place where shadows whisper and legends come alive. Locals tell a tale, a chilling tale. It's about a beer can, an ordinary can, but leave it near a certain mourning chair and something strange happens. Overnight, the beer vanishes, gone. The can is empty. No spills, no signs of disturbance, just an eerie emptiness. This is the mystery of the Devil's Chair. No one knows for sure when the legend began. It's like it's always been there, woven into the fabric of the cemetery, passed down through generations, a chilling whisper in the darkness. Some say it started with a group of teenagers. They dared to test the legend, leaving a beer can by the chair. They returned to find it empty. The story spread like wildfire. Others say it's much older, passed down from the locals who inhabited the land, a warning about a malevolent entity. Whatever the origin, one thing is clear: the legend has a life of its own. Why is the devil involved? No one can say for sure. But the legend whispers of a dark presence, an entity that thirsts for something more than just beer. Some say the chair is a portal, a gateway to another realm, the devil's realm, and the beer, an offering, a sacrifice to appease the darkness. Others believe the devil himself drinks the beer, a sign of his presence, a warning to those who dare to tempt fate. The truth remains shrouded in mystery, but the fear is real. Section 4. A Night of Fear. Many have claimed to witness the phenomenon. Their stories are chilling, filled with a sense of dread that sends shivers down your spine. One man spoke of leaving a beer by the chair. He woke up to an empty can and a cold feeling, like something was watching him. Another story tells of a group of friends who dared to spend the night near the chair. They heard strange noises, felt an icy breath on their skin, and in the morning, the beer was gone. These stories fuel the legend, keeping the fear alive. Section 5. The Unanswered Question. The Devil's Chair remains an enigma, an unsolved mystery. Is it a harmless prank or something more sinister? The legend persists, a chilling reminder that some things are best left undisturbed. You never know who or what might be watching.
Now, explain that in the urban legends, as I explained before during the video, you can see that people have left beer cans and beer bottles. Somebody even left a water bottle for some reason up here. So again, I'm gonna leave a beer can, natty daddy. I'm gonna try to leave one here and hopefully come back in the morning and see if it's emptied out, like they say.
Have you heard the whispers? They spread through the darkness. Tales of a mourning chair, cloaked in shadow and soaked in fear. This is no ordinary chair. This is the Devil's Chair. Legend says it sits in a forgotten corner of the world, waiting for unsuspecting souls. They say if you sit upon it at the stroke of midnight, something evil stirs, the air grows cold, a shiver crawls down your spine. You are not alone, he is coming. No one knows for sure when the legend began. Some say it started a century ago. Each telling adds a new layer of fear. The chair, they say, was once built for Mr. Thatcher. To mourn his wife and daughter, has been used for dark rituals, calling upon forces man was not meant to control. Evil lingered, clinging to the chair like a spider web. The ritual is simple yet terrifying. Find the chair, wait until the witching hour, and then sit. As the clock strikes 12, the air grows heavy. You feel a presence beside you, cold and menacing. He offers you power, wealth, anything your heart desires. But the price, your soul. They say, if you accept his offer, you vanish at dawn, never to be seen again. Why do we believe in such tales? Perhaps it's the thrill of fear, the excitement of the unknown. Or maybe it's the reminder that some things are best left undisturbed. The Devil's Chair is a warning, a symbol of the darkness that lurks at the edge of our world. It reminds us that even in the safety of our homes, there are still shadows where fear can hide, and sometimes the things we should fear the most are the stories we tell ourselves.
As you can see, I hung up a trail cam right there. It should be pointing directly at the Devil chair, and hopefully nobody sees it or takes it down or steals the trail cam. Hopefully we get some footage.
One Halloween night, a group of teenagers gathered at the edge of Shadow Creek Cemetery. They dared each other to do scary things. One boy, Michael, was known for being brave. "I'm not scared of any ghost," Michael said. His friends knew about the chair. They dared him to sit in it. "I dare you to sit in the chair," said his friend, Jake. "I dare you to sit in the chair at midnight." Michael laughed. He wasn't scared. At least he didn't want to look scared. He agreed to the dare. Michael and his friends walked into the cemetery. The old iron gates creaked. The wind howled like a ghost. The trees cast spooky shadows. Michael felt a shiver run down his spine. He kept walking. He found the chair. It looked even creepier in the dark. Michael took a deep breath. He sat down in the chair. Nothing happened. He laughed. "See, I told you it was just a stupid story," Michael said. Then he heard it. A voice. It was a whisper. It came from right behind him. Michael turned around. No one was there. He felt cold. The air grew heavy. He tried to stand up. He couldn't move. He was trapped. Michael screamed for help. His friends watched in horror. A thick fog rolled in. It swallowed Michael whole. When the fog cleared, Michael was gone. No one ever saw Michael again. Some say he is still out there, trapped in the chair. They say if you go to Lake Helen, Casadaga Cemetery on Halloween night, you can hear him, whispering, calling out from the darkness. The legend of the devil chair lives on.
Can you imagine sitting on this chair, or your friend, where you or your friend just vanish? Some people say that the guy was swallowed to hell right here. Others just speculate how he disappeared.
Every town has its secrets. Hidden beneath the surface, these tales linger in the shadows. They are passed down through generations, each telling adding to the terror. This is the last urban legend on my list today. Old Man Thatcher, a recluse who lived at the edge of town, found out how his wife and daughter died in flames. Some say he died alone, forgotten. Others believe something more sinister took him. His wife's and daughter's death, shrouded in whispers and speculation, birthed a legend. A legend that would haunt Lake Helen, Casadaga, forever. Halloween night. A crisp chill hung in the air, mingling with the sweet scent of decaying leaves. 4 teenage boys, emboldened by youthful bravado and cheap Halloween masks, dared each other to approach the infamous cemetery that the devil chair we call today sits in a looming shadow against the moonlit sky. As they crept up by the gate to the cemetery, a strange feeling washed over them. The air grew heavy, making it difficult to breathe. One of the boys, Mark, pointed to the mourning chair. A faint light flickered inside the cemetery, casting eerie shadows that danced along the graves. Curiosity overriding fear, they cautiously approached, their hearts pounding in unison. Peering through the gate, they froze. In a dimly lit corner, slumped in the mourning chair, sat a man. His head was bowed, and his shoulders shook with what appeared to be silent sobs. He was clearly distraught, his pain palpable even from a distance. Disturbed by the sight, the boys decided to call the police. They couldn't ignore a man in distress, even if it meant admitting they were near the cemetery. The police, initially skeptical of a prank call on Halloween, arrived, their faces etched with annoyance. The boys led them to the mourning chair, recounting their eerie discovery. The officers, their skepticism turning to concern, forced their way through the cemetery. The boys waited outside, their anxiety growing with each passing moment. The silence from inside was deafening. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the officers emerged, their faces ashen as they got information on Thatcher's whereabouts, as he was already dead. He had died a couple of weeks before, but the chair is still warm. What they told the boys' necks sent chills down their spines. He had been dead for days. The news of that night spread through Casadaga like wildfire. The story of the crying man, seen by the boys and confirmed by the warm chair, became a chilling addition to the legend of Old Man Thatcher. Some whispered that the boys had encountered the devil himself, drawn to the cemetery by the darkness of Thatcher's tormented soul. Others believed it was Thatcher's spirit, unable to find peace, forever trapped in the cemetery that had been his place to mourn in his last days of life. Was it a malevolent entity or a tormented soul seeking solace? The truth remained elusive, lost in the echoes of that terrifying Halloween night. The legend of Thatcher's torment continued to haunt the cemetery, a stark reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved.
As you can see behind me is the other chair. Don't get it confused. This is not the real devil chair. The real devil chair is over there. This right here lays, I believe, Ortiz Thatcher, who died in 1913. The other guy beside me is George F. Thatcher, which died in 1872. Now, as I explained earlier in the video, nobody knows the name of Mr. Thatcher, that built that mourning chair to mourn his wife and daughter, as he's not buried here. The wife and daughter supposedly died in 1926, and of course, this guy died in 1913, and this one died in 1872. So the mystery is still out there of the name of the Mr. Thatcher. Right now I'm back. I got my spirit box and I got my epox box. As you see here, the epox box says yes or no. Via electromagnetic waves, they're able to answer yes or no questions, simple. And the spirit box is able to answer some of the more difficult questions. I'm going to go ahead and turn on, and as you can see down below, I have 2 spirit balls. I have it tucked away in the side because it is kind of windy, and I don't want the wind to affect anything, as I am here for the truth, and I'm not one of these scam people that you see. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the spirit box. Again, I have this paper that I'm going to say certain questions. I'm going to turn on my spirit box as well. And what's now? Is there any spirits that would like to communicate?
Predict that the symbol.
Okay, use this box right here to say yes or no. Or you can use the spirit box to communicate. Is there any spirits that would like to communicate? Yes or no? Are you shy? Yes. Oh, they have yes come out of there. I had thought they said yes, but he said predict that is simple, forward, full, stupid. He basically called me stupid, and I need to predict what is simple, I'm guessing. Right. What is your name? What is your name? It's saying yes. Say yes 4 times. Then say yes on the spirit box. Are you at peace? Are you at peace? Yes or no? You can use this box right here if you need to answer it. Are you at peace? Also, we got the spirit box. How many spirits are here? How many spirits are here? I believe I heard it say something I couldn't make. I'll have to tell you later. Um, is it true that the devil sits here at night? Yes or no? Is it true that the devil or another spirit sits here at night? Spirit box or did you use the e-card box? Yeah. Yes or no? Is there any spirits that sit in this chair at night? I believe I heard the answer there as well. Can you make your presence known? Can you move one of these spirit balls, maybe? Light up one of these spirit balls? Can you let your presence be known? Move a beer can as well. Yeah. Can you move one of the spirit balls for me, please? Can you light up one of the spirit balls? I mean you no harm, I come at peace. You can move a can, you can light up a spirit ball. Something. Do you not want to make your presence known? If you could light up one of these balls or shake one of these cans, that'd be awesome. We want to see if your presence is here. Are you too shy to move one of these?
Then no.
If you're not shy, then could you move one of these? I want to see one of these balls light up. If you touch the ball, it should move. Oh, you move by the ball. Do you have a message for anyone? Yeah.
Wait till Nestle say yes.
What message would you like me to deliver? What message would you like me to say to people?
And so now he tells.
Is there anything we can do to set you at peace?
Wake up. I raise him.
So I believe it answered there. I believe you said awaken, and I couldn't get the last part. I'll have to get it later.
Hello.
Say a prayer before we leave. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. May their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed to the mercy of God rest in peace.
Amen.
Amen. It's still
It's
talking.
still talking.
People think it. Shut the box off. Shut the spirit box off as we right now. I like the last. Oh, look! It lit up.
It is lighting up.
As you can see again,
I wonder if E.T.'s here. E.T. was here last time.
it's letting its presence known. I was gonna leave
Maybe it doesn't light.
after I seen that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask with the yes or no, just a couple yes or no questions, real quick. I'm gonna shut this back on. May I ask who moved the spirit ball? Was it Mary Thatcher? No. Was it E.T. Thatcher? Was this E.T. who moved the spirit ball?
E.T. was the daughter. Maybe she was playing with it. So
Could I get an answer, Miss E? Was it E.T. who moved the spirit ball? Maybe I should turn the spirit box on. Oh, it said no.
it could be somebody else.
Is there another?
Mm.
Okay. Is there another spirit here? Is there another spirit other than E.T. and Mary Thatcher here?
Yes.
Okay, so there's another spirit. Are you also a Thatcher? Are you another Thatcher? Yes or no? Is this one of the Thatchers? Can you answer my question? Are you a different spirit? Are you another spirit other than the Thatchers? Are you somebody else not related? Are you somebody not related to the Thatchers? I repeat myself again. Yes or no? You can use this box to communicate. It gives you simple yes or no. Are you related to the Thatchers? Do you not want to talk? Do you want us to leave?
Yes.
Okay, I will respect your wishes and I will leave. Thank you for communicating. I do not allow you to attach to me, my wife, or any of our family members here. I do not allow you to attach to any of my equipment. This is your home. This is where you stay.
And we hope you are at
And I
peace.
hope you're at peace. Okay, guys. So we're going to wrap this up today. As you can see,
And you didn't leave a mirror?
I did leave a beer that we'll check in the morning. I did leave the trail cam. Hopefully we'll get an aspiration or we'll get something later on tonight. I'll pick it up in the morning. It's still here, hopefully. We were able to communicate with the spirit. It did show that its presence was here by touching the ball, the spirit ball. And also, we found out that it wasn't one of the Thatchers. It was another spirit in the cemetery, and it wanted us to leave. So we're out of here. Catch you on the next episode. Just to let you know, there was nothing on the trail cam. I had some people come in the cemetery with their kid and putting their kid on the devil chair. But other than that, I did not get no aspirations. What's up, folks? It's Manny. I'm back here with the conclusion of the video. And that video was a little different. I didn't really get to understand a lot of what they were saying at first till I got home, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and break it down to you. When I asked, is there any spirits that would like to communicate? It's pretty much was saying predict a simple or forward and a fool that are stupid. So, because the words I got again was predict that the simple, forward, fool, stupid. That's what I got out of it. So it's basically telling you to predict that the simple or forward, foolish, and stupid. What is your name? He said his name was Babas, one of them, which translates to grandfather older in other countries. And then also it said, correct me, Satan isn't dead. Are you surprised? I'm going to elaborate. There was another guy who did a YouTube channel not too long ago, and he went down to the devil chair and he basically anointed the chair and exorcised it. I guess it's letting you know that Satan isn't dead, and are we surprised that the guy did not vanquish anything over there, pretty much. Are you at peace? One of the spirits called me a punk ass. One of them called me a big pussy. I guess one I guess out of the three, because it did say that there was when I asked how many spirits are here, it said 3 teens, and then it said 3. So one of them obviously didn't like me. When I asked her is that at peace, one of them was not at peace. And when they said I ain't, one of them was at peace. They said absolutely. Now as we go on, I had said, is it true that the devil sits here at night? It said thou would, you all would, and working. So I'm getting that wouldn't you, they're saying wouldn't you, you all would, and they're saying that he's working, I'm guessing, at the cemetery. Can you make your presence known? It said intimate this guy. I don't know if it meant intimidate this guy. And it says you, so I guess they're talking amongst themselves. You, once they quit, would beg. And I guess talking to me, they wanted me to beg. Bad boy, I'm not sure what they were talking to each other on that one. Got you. He was letting me know he got me, I guess. He said, no, he said he said they'll pick. So, which when I went, I ended up saying the spirit balls or the cans. It's you. I'm guessing they were talking amongst themselves again. Why? He was asking me why. Dead folks. They were talking about that they're dead. They're nervous, so I'm guessing that they were nervous. Good. One of them said good. The other one said no. One said yes, and then one of them said I will do it. And one of them said I will know. One of them said dead survivor will go on. All right. So basically, one was saying no, one was saying yes, one was basically saying he was willing to do it. And then When I asked, is there anything that could put you at peace? No, I'm sorry. Do you have a message for anyone? And one of them said, pretend me fear Big Bobby first. Pretend me fear Big Bobby first. So I guess, I don't know if they were trying to give me a warning about a spirit there, fear Big Bobby, but or letting them know that pretend that he was scared of Big Bobby. Maybe there's a Big Bobby out there I don't know about. First, let's go. Now he tells. So they're basically saying that he was telling. Anything we do to put you at peace, and one of them said, "Awaken, I rising, hello." That I really don't know what to get out of that. Was it? And then anything we? Yeah. And then I asked because the spirit ball moved. Kind of shocked me. Again, I'm still getting used to the spirit balls moving when from time being. But I did say when I see that, I asked some more questions. I asked anything that we could do to put you. No, I'm sorry. Go back again. Was it Ethi who made the spirit ball move? And it said no. Then I asked, when asked, was it another spirit? It answered yes. Then when I asked the other questions, was it a Thatcher or was it a relative? It did not want to answer any of those. But then when I said, do you want us to leave? It said yes, so we ended up leaving. Just to let you know, guys, that's what I got out of this. I hope you liked the video. That was our that was our history. That was the urban legends of the Devil Chair. Next week we'll be at Casadega Spiritual Camp. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and see you at Casadega, as it will be more of a spiritual venture on that one. I'm going to tell you the little history on them, and it's a spiritual camp. So it's one of the most psychic. It's the psychic capital of the world, and I guess they're having some kind of a new age religion on there. I'll tell you more about it on the next video. See you then.